I guarantee it. All right, we are here for a little bit of news. I'm cutting it off. Uh, Turns out that thing has DMCA on it. After 6 years of me using the generic ass uh, news jingle, some robot finally caught it. Fizz 6 redeemed meme ad, which I played. I played a second one for that, and a hats off. We'll go big for this particular thing. My family is always looking for beef. Yeah, I love that one. Stuffed 5 ways. Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Faction Focus, Cities of Sigmar. I am very interested in this one. Supposedly, we have de-racified some of these rules at long last to represent the melting pot that has always been in its lore, but never ever been in its rules. Looking forward to it. Enhance. Gods, monsters, and warriors of unnatural prowess all walk the mortal realms, waging war, pillaging, and conquering. For an ordinary mortal to face them is to face death itself. But for the cities of Sigmar, battling these horrors, so let's enunciate, is a terrible necessity. The brave men and women of these embattled metropolises must fight for their survival in an increasingly hostile world. Alongside Aeluvs, Duardin, and even Ogors, they march out to restore order to the realms, found new cities, and drive back the foul forces of chaos that have claimed the mortal realms since Sigmar's defeat at the end of the Age of Myth. Doesn't this look great? Look at all these guns and little tiny fake parapets like you're on the top of a city wall. I really like the style and imagery. And then the big stupid ass ogres with a dude in a crow's nest and a fucking long rifle, like you could ever aim that shit. It's silly. Real horses. Which prawn? Actual horses. And there's the lioness of the parch up there. Ahem. Renhouse Eruption thinks it's a big prime. 32 months. Love me some cities. Got a janky game in with them using the new orders but old scrolls. For some fourth testing, feels pretty good. Nice. Not bad. What they lack in supernatural power, improbable bulk, my nickname in high school, or chaotic gifts, they more than make up for with diligence, faith, and doctrine. With shields and weapons in hand, they wage a tireless war to reclaim long-lost homelands and secure their future. Cities of Sigmar are the ordinary folk of the realms who have taken the coin malleus and joined the military effort, or have been press-ganged by the religious fanatics of the cult's Unbergogen. Wait, hold up. Huh? Cults Unberogen. Is this like a phonetic kind of thing, like unbroken? Like it's supposed to be unbroken, but over time they played the telephone game with it religiously and it became Unberogen? Or is this like a German word that I'm not German enough to understand? Sigmar's last name is Unberogen. Oh, okay. Unberufen, or Unberogen is Sigmar's first name. The Unberogen, oh, we got lore here, okay. This came from Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Okay, the Unberogen, known previously as the Hunberokin. Okay, kin like a kinder, like German, but also Hunberoken, like every time I say it, it feels like they're trying to say unbroken, right? We're an ancient warlike tribe of human barbarians that populated the lands of what is today the Reichland, Flesh Shade, and as such the Unberogans are the direct ancestors of the modern-day Reichlander. Did Skaven and all the other ones that got missed on Friday get covered? No, which we'll do today. At maybe more of a rapid pace, but wasn't able to do them that day. We'll be doing them today. The Coin Hammer. Anyhow, whether defending their cities or marching out on Dongbringer crusades, they fight with tireless determination and a stockpile of black powder weapons. When they wage war, they do so as a reflection of their walled homesteads, which I am seeing that in the models, and it's awesome. Big fan. Taken to the battlefield in a Castellite formation, impregnable walls made up of rows of Free-Guild Fusiliers, with stout shields, Fusil Majors on Ogre Warhulks flanking as watchtowers and armored bulwarks, and a mighty iron-welled Great Cannon. As the Gatehouse, this shit is sick. I like how the horses have, like, fake Pegasus on them. That's fun. This formation is doctrinaire to the cities of Sigmar. Once the enemy breaks on this defensive line, thundering cavalry make a devastating countercharge, followed by units of foot soldiers, doughty Duardin, and acrobatic elves. Veteran commanders dictate the flow of battle, bellowing orders and sending their envoys running up and down the ranks to relay shifts in tactics, as the rapport of fusils and cannons splits the air like thunder. While much of the success of the cities of Sigmar can be attributed to the academics that teach strategy, the weapon makers who craft gear, and the skills of the soldiers themselves, war in the mortal realms is ultimately a calculation. The brutal arithmetic at the heart of the war effort can only guarantee success through attrition. The great wheel must turn, even if its axle is lubricated by the blood of thousands. A little 40k illusion there, maybe, a little bit. Oh, I forgot about this thing. With the skeleton on one side and the living person on the other. This shit's sick. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, lubricated. The cult's Unberogan, those most devout to Sigmar, ensure that the fires of faith burn strongly in the hearts of the men and women that march to battle. In the inimical climates of the realms, bellies empty, feet sore, shoulders knotted, every hard-won victory is one small step to a future that seems further away by the day, and victories are short-lived, as the civilian army must repack their belongings and set off to the next battle, which may be their last. Despite this, they do not relent, no matter what horrors they face. Horrors they face. I grew up in the Midwest. It's impossible for me to say this word the first time and have it sound like what it's supposed to sound like. No matter what horrors they face, we will face them head on. The cities of Sigmar triumph over overwhelming odds with a combination of hard-earned grit and tough strategy. Decisions made by the marshals in command. Each of your heroes can issue an officer's order to a unit wholly within 12 of them, telling them to advance in formation to secure a crucial objective or lay down a withering barrage of suppressing fire to disorientate their foes. Discombobulate. Got it. See, Sigmar armies can use the following abilities. Ooh, alright. About to read it. Hold up, I'm checking up on chat quick. Frank Reynolds, whores. Yeah. You gotta say it like you're in The Sopranos. I don't think I've seen The Sopranos. I've seen a little bit, but Off a Car is such a Games Workshopism. I mean, so is Unbroken, right? But your movement phase. Advance in formation. Pick friendly Sigmar hero that has not used an officer's order, Off a Car's order. It appears that all of these are Offikar's order. What we can guess just from that is you can probably only use one of these a turn per hero. Possibly even only one of these per turn. And your sub-faction is probably going to give you a free one, so you get 2, maybe. Anyway, let's read on. Pick a friendly City Sigmar unit wholly within 12 of that hero, and not in combat. If the target is human, you can pick an additional City Sigmar unit wholly within 12 of that hero, and not in combat to do the target. I thought you said these rules were no longer racist. Hey, alright. Ahem. Each target can move 3 inches. Each target cannot move into combat during any part of that move. Got it, okay. So your movement phase doesn't say once per. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah, they're not racist. They're just less racist. Yeah. I think that's fine. That's okay. You show why that race is cool with their options. You know, maybe they get an extra thing. But anybody can help anybody out. That's all right. Or it's a step. That's good. I don't see a limit on this. So just in your movement phase, all of your heroes can use advance and your whole army moves up 3 inches. That's good. Plus 3-inch move army wide if you want. And then also there's probably other things you can do instead of that, but it's nice as a baseline. Good work. That's cool. Any shooting phase. So your movement phase. Can't do this on opponent's turn, but it's any shooting phase. Big. Yeah, I think I agree. Somebody in chat. Each hero can only do 1, but the same unit can get picked more than once, it seems. So like, if you have 2 heroes next to the unit, hero 1 can advance them 3, and then hero 2 can advance that same unit 3. Alright, we've just invented a train, okay? A train with rules. You have heroes lined up across the whole board, and 1 unit over here, and he gets moved 3 by that hero, and then moves 3 by this hero, and just vroom, you send him off on like a grav train across the entire battlefield. This unit can fit so many buffs in it. The peasant railgun. Yeah, every hero has like a little cup of Gatorade. Here you go, buddy. Go ahead. Yeah. Alright, that's kind of funny. Practically, you wouldn't end up doing that, but I could see doing this thing twice, maybe, to move something 6. Train maps are the best. Suppressing fire. Any shooting phase. That's actually good. Pick a friendly City Sigmar hero that is not used in officer's order. Okay. Each time the target uses a shoot ability this phase, if all its attacks targeted the same enemy unit after that ability is resolved, roll a die. If the result is equal to or less than the number of models in the enemy unit that were slain by shooting attacks, that enemy unit has strike last. Interesting. Is equal to or less than the number of models that were slain. Okay. Not bad. And I guess you can try more than once, maybe. Like, you can declare this thing twice, too, right? And then you get 2 bites at the apple afterwards. It depends on, in the core rules, if they say that... You could imagine that in the core rules somewhere they say only 1 event can trigger from 1 event. They could do something like that, right? So we don't know. But you could double up on this thing to get at least 2 rolls on it. Maybe. I'm just thinking about what different ways we can push this stuff to do something goofy. Yeah, it's this attack. Each time it uses a shoot ability this phase, if all its attacks target the same enemy unit. A unit can only use one core ability per turn. These aren't core, but a later one is. Yeah. Maybe it works. We'll have to see. Again, we're just thinking about it until we see the core rules and everything else. Yeah, if you kill 6 models, you're guaranteed strike last on them for covering fire. You're a man of culture. You're familiar with the peasant railgun? Of course. That's kind of what I was thinking of. Although a different version of that with a swapping places kind of mechanic. Any charge phase. Once again, any charge phase. You can potentially charge on opponent's turn now, right? So, interesting. Add 1 tax characteristic of the target melee weapons for the rest of the turn. In addition, if the target is an elf, add 1 to hit rolls too. Ooh, elfish. Elfish race rules. Cool. Damn, this is what I was hoping for in 3rd edition. They're doing it. Great work. I like these rules. Pick friendly City Sigmar unit that has charged this turn and is wholly within 12 of the hero. Okay, so after you charge, it might be difficult to still be wholly within 12 of that hero, so you do have to think ahead. This does stack right now, like this stuff does. You know, you can imagine, you could build some situation, right? 6 heroes, and then somebody charges in, and then all 6 of those plus 6 attacks, right? Cool. Maybe. You just don't know yet. But it's funny to think about. Any combat phase. Hold the line. Pick friendly cities unit is wholly within 12 and did not charge this turn. Target has strike last and ward 5 for the rest of the turn. Okay. And strike last isn't that bad. Because if they got charged, they're probably getting hit first anyway, right? So it's no big deal. I mean, it might matter. If you're fighting in multiple combats, then that messes it up a little bit. But if you're only fighting in one, you didn't charge, your opponent charged you, you're fighting after them anyway. And a 5 aboard is great. In addition, if the target is Duardine, subtract 1 from hit rolls for combat attacks to target that unit for the rest of the turn. Big. -1 to get hit and ward 5. Large. You do think that one is probably proof that these aren't meant to stack? Yeah, if I was collecting information to determine rules as intended, I would read this one and be like, there's probably a core rule somewhere that stops these from stacking. You know? There probably is. So, I don't know that I would go into this being like, definitely it works this way or something like that. And you're putting it on your anvil, so you don't really care about fighting anyway? Generally, no. Yeah. Especially if you put it on a screen or chaff or something like that. You might as well give your chaff a ward of 5 up. Strike last, they were going to do 0 damage whether they fought first or not. Who cares? I mean, some of them might actually live and then it messes with opponent's positioning, right? Kind of nice. Okay, these are cool. These are also free. You just fucking get them. No command points, no once per turn as far as I've seen so far. These just happen. The more heroes you play, the more orders you get to give out. And they affect anybody, you just get a bonus if it's a unit of that race or not. Cool. Smoke them if you got them. I love it. 5 out of 7, good rules. Yeah, it's once per turn, not per battle round. So you're gonna be shouting out orders just all the time. Awesome. Dude, Cities of Sigmar are looking kind of nice. Both flavorful and seemingly mechanically good as well. Even if we read some core rule or it turns out you can't stack these, right? They're still great. These are great abilities. If you can stack them, some of them turn into Insano Town, so you probably can't. But that doesn't ruin everything. I'm basically assuming that you can't stack them somehow. And they're still good. Yeah, in this edition so far, I haven't seen a better buff than +1 attacks characteristic, for the most part. Elves and Duarden fight shoulder to shoulder with humans, representing the cosmopolitan nature of the Cities of Sigmar on the battlefield. They did it!
We're safe on Mars.
They did it. Battle formations. They're probably just going to show me this. I'm not going to read this thing because it just restates this with worse words, probably. Fortress City Defenders. This is a battle formation, which is what sub-factions are right now called. For a while. Yeah. How about side to side with a friend? Bulwark Zone. Also my nickname in high school. Each great fortress city is able to hold back the enemies of the gates through the discipline and vigilance of their standing armies. Friendly Cities of Sigmar units that have the fortify position ability start the first battle round in a fortified position. Okay. In addition, in the first battle rounds, attract 1 from wound rolls for attacks target friendly COS units, while they are wholly within friendly territory. Good. Alpha Strike BTFO, right? What does fortify position do in 4th edition? Anyone? What does that do? Keep reading. Oh, it's going to be on the War Scrolls. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Now, I will say, I don't mean to... We don't know everything. I don't like to criticize, but... In general, you get something for the first turn only in your territory only. Those abilities are usually not good. It happens once. Very few people end up actually fighting you on turn 1 anyway. And then it's battle round 2 and your ability goes away and now you play the real game. I don't know. We'll see. I need to see what everything does. Enemy forces often fail to find purchase in a well-prepared fortress city. Blah, blah, blah. Arcane incantations. Cast on a 7. Speed of the twin-tailed comet. Pick a friendly City Sigmar wizard to cast the spell. Pick a visible friendly. So you want to hold it in 12. Till the start of your next turn. Add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charge rolls for the target. Max of 3. "3d6 charges. 3d6 charges everywhere. When will it be my turn?" Alright. Cool. That's awesome. Any unit, too, not just your cav. And the spell, hey, it just cast it on anyone who gives a shit. Just cast it on them. Give your dwarves 3d6 charge. Giving dwarves 3d6 charge improves their average move by, like, 40%. What was the stuff about -1 hit rolls? I assume that's what fortify position does. Like, when I scroll down to the War Scrolls, I'm assuming that's what fortify position does, and they're just kind of putting it up here as well. Have they said if there's a cap to the number of dice you can roll on a charge? Not that I've seen. I don't know that there would need to be, really. I don't think an army right now has a means of getting an additional one. Because, like, you could take prosecutors in a... Like, you could take prosecutors, which are 3d6 base, and ally them into a Cities of Sigmar army. But they still don't have the keyword Cities of Sigmar, I don't think, and so you can't cast a spell on them. ally rules could be different. We don't know. You know, there's a bunch of different ways that might not work. Who knows? It says right there to a max of 3. Yeah, for this ability. So I cast this spell to a max of 3. Okay, it's 3. And then I use something else that might not have that. Who knows, right? Also, I'm not sure if it works like that or not. The order of operations, does that matter in 4th? Unknown. It's also starting next turn. Yeah, a lot of spells now are only until the end of turn, and this is one of the nice ones that's until the end of your next, starting your next hero phase. This is cool because you can speed of the twin-tailed comet, and then charge on their turn for 3d6, which is sick. Kind of nice. What about Talia Vedra? 15 health, 4 up save, 12 move, she fly, 5 control. Weapon of Office, 6 attacks, 3s and 4s, 1, 2. Infernadine, Leon and Jaws, 3 attacks, 3s and 2, 2, 3. Good weapon. Anti-Monster, Rend 3, also Companion. And then the Scorpid Stinger, which is 4 and 2, 3, and Deep 3+3. That's a sick, it's a sick damage weapon. Rend 3, damage 4 to 6. Whew, okay. Battle damage once she has 10 or more. The attack's characteristic loses 1 attack. Okay, so she basically doesn't even chart. Unparalleled Tactician. When this unit uses the officer's order, you can pick an additional friendly COS unit. Okay, she gets 2 automatically. And she's human. So... Alright, an additional. An additional. Okay. You can pick 3 with her if they're all humans and you're doing the move thing. Noticed today that all monsters... Yeah, it seems like all monsters... I thought it was at half, you know, for the first few. But it seems like all monsters are just like if you have 10 or more damage on you, it charts. Which is great. That they standardized it. You don't have to memorize it for every fucking specific monster or a table. This is great quality of life for monster stuff. Yeah, and she can do 2 for all the... She can do 2 for all of them. And then 3 for the movement one. Cool. Once per battle army. Lead from the front. If this unit is in combat, pick up to 3 other friendly COS units holier than 12. For each target, you can return a number of slain models to that unit with a combined health characteristic of up to 3. Okay, she has in-combat rally just like she used to. Except it's once per battle army. Great. Kind of good ability. Once per turn army, any combat phase. Paralyzing Venom. Oh, sorry, once per turn army. This is once per game up here. Pick an enemy monster that charged this turn and is in combat with this unit. On a 3-up, strike last. Okay, she has anti-monster roar, in other words. 6-up ward. At least she has a ward, right? Okay. Tactician ability seems very good because your tactician abilities seem good. Reasonable fighter. Good movement. 4-up save is a little less than I would want, but it's fine. 15 health, 6-up save. If she's fighting a monster, chances are it'll fight last. It's good to see. And she can regen troops and stuff. People aren't going to want to charge her with monsters. I will. I mean, sometimes I'll strike last, but I'm going to do it. Unless I lose the... unless we lose the impact hits. Then I quit the game. No, I'm kidding. I think he's right. She's not using the ability twice. She's targeting a second unit with the same order. Yes, that is correct. When you use this, you pick an additional target. And so you pick an additional target each time. right? So you use it, and you pick 2 additional targets with that one. With the movement one. With the other ones, you pick 1 additional target. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice with it. This makes the Carnosaur look like a joke. The Carnosaur has looked like a joke for as long as I've played the game. Here's hoping. Manticore Hopium, yeah. Manticore Hopium, Carnosaur Hopium. Fusil Major. Oh, it's the ogre guy. Okay, technically we got ogres today. Let's go. Fusil Major. 8 health, 3 up. Oh, 3 up save, huh? Well, he is carrying a castle door. So, fine. Alright. Huge Henry. He's Big Henry. Ranged weapons, long fusil. 24. True, actually. 3 attacks, 3s and 3s, 1, 2. Actually, kind of nice weapon. Crit, auto wound, anti-hero. Sniper. And he snipes. 3 shots at 24. 3, 3, 2, 2 against heroes, and it auto wounds. Cool. And then the ogre, it's what we thought. It's what I predicted. I thought that the standard, like, ogre attack profile would be 4s and 2s because they're monstrous infantry. And it seems to me that at least that's what this ogre is, which means that all ogres probably are default 4s and 2s, unless there's something special about them. 4 attacks, 4s and 2s, 2, 2. Ooh, 2 rend base. We're a 2-2, alright. Yeah, Croxigors are on 4s and 2s as well. I would put this at soft confirmation that ogres are on 4 attacks, 4s and 2s, 2-2, just like baseline. This guy kind of slaps people around in melee, and he kind of shoots heroes in the face. Depending on what this guy costs, I like him. I like this guy. Mark targets. Pick an enemy unit that was targeted by this unit's shooting attacks. Add 1 to hit rolls for other shooting attacks, as long as they're human. Cool. For the rest of the turn. Dude, free +1 to hit for everybody else? Bro, these rules are good. Yeah, literally using tracer rounds. I mean, you're just playing with one of these, right? We found an auto include, and luckily it's fucking cool. Yeah, it's notably only humans, but other shooting tends to suck. Yeah, other shooting does tend to suck. Yeah, it is target not successfully dealt damage or something like that, which would be a lot harder. Your movement phase, fortified position. This unit establishes a fortified position and remains in a fortified position until either uses a move ability or is removed from the battlefield. While this unit is in a fortified position, subtract 1 from the rend characteristic of weapons used for its... Oh, it's not -1 to hit. It's -1 incoming rend. That makes a lot of sense, right? -1 to hit is like you're agile. -1 rend is you're stuck in. Okay, makes sense. Three up save. -1 incoming rend. What is the other thing from this guy? -1 the wound as well. Bulwark zone. I don't think you're gonna end up using this one, I'm gonna be honest, but we'll see. So you start out in a fortified position. You are 3 up save, -1 incoming rend, and -1 to be wounded. Neat. Yeah, deploy camo netting is -1 to hit, yeah. Is fortified position exclusive with the move action? I feel like it must be, somehow. Oh, keywords core. Hold on. I didn't notice this until just now. Keyword core. move is a core ability. And so fortify, since it's a core ability, you gotta pick. You can either move or you can fortify. We answered it. It kind of had to be one or the other, right? But we did it. No ogre keyword? His heritage stolen. Anyway, this shit's cool. This is a great buff. It's like reasonably good at fighting and shit. Looks funny and cool. Like dumb but fun. Whimsy fairy tale kind of stupid fun. I can't see playing an army without one. But, you know, there's bound to be auto-includes. And this seems like a painless sort of auto-include. It can't be that expensive. Ogre Erasure. An ogre without a gut plate, yeah, true, is simply not a true ogre. But you can get the 3-inch order because that's not a move ability. You can get it, but I think that might be a move ability. So it might ruin the fortify position. Let's find out. I wonder if we can answer this by reading each rule. Each target can move 3 inches. And it seems like, yeah, it does say move. And it's an ability. And then down here, until it either uses a move ability or is removed. So it seems like you can get moved, but yeah. No rules bold. Yeah, alright. Checking for the boldness of the rule. Each target can move 3. It's not rules bold moves 3. Judge? Yeah, my opponent used a move. Is that a move? Or is it a move? Anyway. I wonder which way they'll flop on that one. In my head, I think you should. In my head, I think you should keep your fortified position if you move 3 with that thing. Because it's only 3, you're eschewing your normal movement, but you still kind of advance. I think it should work. I think the combo should work. But this is just vibes based, right? You shuffling up, you know, you got your shield wall, you're moving it up. We'll see. It seems to maybe work? Question mark? Free Guild Cavaliers. These are the, horsemen, yeah. The horseman. Standard bearer 1 out of 5 down here in the keyword section. Nice billowing flag. Free Guild Cavaliers are big boys. Horses have 2 wounds, humans have 1, so we're on 3 health here. Move 10. 3 up save. Nice armor. Look at that barding. Man's in field plate, rider's plate, and horse barding. 3 up save. Nice armor value. Cavalier weapon, 3 attacks, 4s and 4s, 1/1, charge plus 1 damage. And then the horsey clomps for like nothing. Devastating charge. If this unit charged, pick an enemy within 1, roll a die for each model in this unit that is in combat for each 4-up, inflict 1 mortal wound. So 5 of them, figure 2 or 3 mortal wounds on the charge. I love impact hits. They do have a rend and 2 dam on the charge. Bunch of 4s and 4s. Which makes sense because they just told us that humans are 4s and 4s. That's what humans are. And so it'd be a little weird if we got to Free Guild Cavaliers and they're like, nah, 3s and 3s, just kidding. It's the same as 3rd edition, right? Yeah, it does say any charge phase, so when you use it on your opponent's turn, you can impact hit them on a counter charge. We love to see the any word. Once again, only control 1. The battle line and stuff we've seen has been higher control scores, and the fast cavalry elite guys tended to be control 1 as somewhat of a nod towards balance, which I think might actually work out. Anyway, looks great. Good work. Good armor, kind of beefy, decent move. Bonus dam plus impact hits. Looks sick. Nice. It's a big charge. Yeah, Thedra can res one technically because it's 3 wounds, yeah. Free Guild Steelhelms. They chose these 2 dudes. They chose the Mortal Realm's baldest man with an anvil staff. And a Free Guild Doot Master. The absolute geniuses. Please do not shame. I will not. These are the best and brightest. They come in units at 10. 1 health, 4 up save, 5-inch move, 1 control. They got Free Guild weapons, technically. These are the first line of defense. Big duder. Consecrate the land. Once per turn army. Your movement phase. If this unit is contesting an objective you control that is not contested by any enemy models, roll a die. Okay, your movement phase. Ahem. On a 3-up, that objective is considered by you to be consecrated. Well, I don't know about you. I don't know about your big city considerations, but to me, this is consecrated land. While each model in a friendly Cities of Sigmar human unit is contesting a consecrated objective, the unit has a ward of 5-up. Oh, word? Big upgrade. If your opponent gains control of it, it is no longer. Okay. Well, shit. Yeah, lick their finger, hold it up. Which way is the wind blowing? Yeah, 5-up ward for your fucking chaff, right? Your battle line chaff guys. They still have a normal... Yeah, I don't think they're chaff anymore. This might be... We might be entering into anvil territory here. 5-up ward, 4-up normal save. Alright. Consecrate rule. This is cool. They get a musician and a standard bearer. I just reread this. At the behest of chat. While each model in a friendly Cities of Sigmar human unit, not this unit, just a friendly Cities of Sigmar. So this one does have to be contesting that objective, like technically, but then anybody else on that 5-up ward, big. They put a live, laugh, love poster up. Yeah. Bless this mess. And apparently it lasts until it's taken from you. So you start there, consecrate it, fuck off, and until your opponent takes it, your other dudes on that have the ward, I think. Cool. These guys are kind of nice. With unwavering faith in Sigmar, they consecrate the land as they fight, purging corruption, with the aid of their battle priest and singing Sigmarite hymns. Cool. That is sick. So this unit is 10. It's 10 guys, 4 up save, and then they deposit 5 up nugs all over your objectives. Cool. Yeah, this land is our land. They're just singing it, right? A word from the studio. John. The cities of Sigmar maintain their system of orders, which is now easier to use. Every hero can use one order each turn, and picking the correct order at the correct time will be key to retaking the Mortal Realms. Movement, shooting, combat, and defense all fall under the umbrella of the officers' Officar's orders section, giving cities of Sigmar commanders more flexibility to use their units in very powerful ways. I like it, and I agree. Great work, designer man. Mr. Bucket sided. There he is, Mr. Bucket. Also, some fucking dwarves detected. Some blaze masters. And a steam tank way in the background. Really blurred out. So you don't see that thing too closely. Oh, good old-fashioned iron drakes. I know them well. Back in the day, you used to be able to teleport these, and they counted as not moving because it was a setup for double shooties. That shit was sick. The new system also grants powerful benefits to anyone fighting beneath the banner of the cities of Sigmar. Elves, dwarves, Jews, Mexicans, it's for everyone. And humans each benefit in different ways from orders specifically turned to their style of gameplay. Humans march out in serried... Serried? Hold on. I assume the root word is something like serrated, right? Of rows of people or things, standing close together. That's serried. Okay. I hadn't heard serried before. It's probably a similar root to serrated, but yeah, so it is serried ranks of soldiers is the... Alright, learned word. Always like to learn a word. What were we talking about though? Ranks to gain control of key battlefield features. Elves attacks with lightning speed, and there's few that can hold a line better than dwarves. Unless you give them a 5, unless you give a human a 5 award. More than ever, City of Sigmar will need to unite to topple the tyrants and monsters they oppose. Great. Love to hear it. And a serrated blade is a bunch of close together ridges. Yeah, for sure. English vocabulary class with Heywoah. I don't have an English degree, no. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts. But I do like to read and know words. Words are fun. Oh, you meant the writer of the article. Okay, yeah. Big Thesaurus Gaming. Seriously, though, the ogre character on a consecrated objective in a fortified position is going to be shockingly hard to kill. Yeah, Sarham. Actually, let us count the ways. Hold up. So, we're consecrating the ground. My man is... Do you stay that way, or is it only the first battle round? In the first battle round? Okay, yeah, this sucks. We'll be doing something else, probably. Anyway. This dude is on a 3-up save. He's fortified for -1 incoming rend. He has a 5-up ward because he's technically human. And 8 wounds. And kind of like slaps, and he just sits there shooting you if you ignore him. Give him all-out D for a 2-up save. Kind of big and thick. I like to see it. Anyway, yeah, great work. City of Sigmar looking good. 5 out of 7. Nice. Just a bunch of good news here. And finally, some more lore. Some more melting pot kind of lore in the rules writing, anyway. Spearhead spotlight. Oh, shit, I don't care. But I will look at this badass dude. Look at this wonderful, wonderful model. I love this thing. This guy's horse is so regal. I'm gonna read this just because I want to see what the Free Guild Marshal kind of does. 7 health, 3 up save. Pick a friendly Steelhelm's unit holier than 12. So the Steelhelm guys. On a 2 up, which usually always works. If the target unit is not in combat, you can return, regenerating, cool. Or add 3 to the control score. Nice, okay, good. He's got a Dragoon pistol, 10-inch range. Shoots in combat. Master Forge longsword. 3s and 4s, 1, 2, and then horsey stuff. Cool, okay. And then this is Cast a Light Company. Once per battle, start of the battle round. Pick a battle tactic card in your hand and place it face down. The information on it is still hidden from your opponent, but make clear which card is separate. When you use the command on the card, it is not discarded but returns to your hand. Your opponent can check the information on it before it returns to your hand. The card goes back to being a normal battle tactic card. Oh, double Uzis? What was the verdict on the Ghost Lads? We're getting to it. Haven't done that yet. I was going to do it Friday, but we ran out of time and internet usage. So we're doing it now. You'll be able to see it live, as will I. Yeah, if you use a card for its command and score it. That's sick. The lights go out again. God damn it. No, not today. Anyway, City of Sigmar, great. 5 out of 7, strong showing. What have we seen so far? Stormcast Eternals, Cities of Sigmar, Gloomspite Giats. At the bottom of the article it says crowdiness tomorrow, yeah. Alright, well, cities look fucking sick. Great work. We looked at Stormcast. We looked at half of Skaven. We will, so moving on, we're gonna get the Nighthaunt, Gloomspite Gits, and the second half of Skaven. Where shall we pick it up? Actually, I'm a bit parched. I'm gonna get a beverage. And whoever gives a shit can type in chat for which of those 3 will come up next. BRB.